How's it going, everybody? Gonna show the video games I'd gotten for Christmas. So it's partial Christmas haul. I got some other things like a telescope, a box of hockey cards, some stuff to organize my sports cards, an Amtrak gift card, which I will use to either go to Florida or back to New York, or down to Florida to visit family, go to visit friends in New York. An iPad cover. I got there's 4 games here. One was gifted to me from my other channel, but I'm going to throw it in this video as well. I'll show that one first, then I'll get into the 3 I got for Christmas. The one that was gifted to me was the Atari 50th anniversary celebration. This is the expanded edition, so this adds another 2 timelines, whatever that means, and 38 games. I had this on my wish list, my Amazon wish list, because there's certain games I want to play on here, and there's a lot of cool stuff on here, like not old, but interviews with, it says, like, programmers of the games, people who work there and stuff, historians, fans, everybody, artists. And some of the stories are, like, really cool, especially people that, like, worked, like, on the original Ataris and some of the games back then, and you hear their stories. It's really cool. I watched some of the videos when the first version of this had come out. But back in the day, I had a 7800. I don't think I ever had a 2600, 5200. Like, I'd played 2600 games because the 7800 would play them backwards compatible. But I remember, like, in one of the games on here, it's the arcade version, I believe, because you're getting stuff from, what are you getting from? Stuff from recently rescued and unreleased prototypes, blah, blah, blah. Arcade, Atari 800, which was like their home computer, I think. 2600, 5200, 7800, the Jaguar, and the Lynx. The Lynx stuff was their handheld, which I'm curious to play some of that stuff as well. I never had the Lynx back in the day. I did not have an Atari Jaguar either. I think that was that not released around the time of, like, the Saturn, the PS1, and stuff like that? I don't know. But I'm curious. I want to play the arcade. It's the arcade version of Food Fight. I used to love Food Fight on the Atari 7800. It's awesome. I don't think there's any Moon Patrol on here, though. I love Moon Patrol, but it's got a lot of the classics, the usual stuff: Centipede, Asteroids, Breakout, Haunted House. I don't think Indiana Jones is on here. Pitfall, I think probably is on here. I don't know, but there's, like, a lot of links in the Atari Jaguar stuff and things like that. I'll recognize it. I had a decent amount of 78, 2600 games from back in the day. I had sold all that stuff a long time ago. Well, no, I mean, maybe realistically, it was probably about, like, 15 years ago. But I'm excited. I'm very happy. And I don't know if the person is subbed to both channels, but you'll see it again here. Thank you again to the person that got me this. But I'm excited to play specific games. And, just try out whatever, and also, like, watch those interviews and stuff. It's definitely cool. Here are the Christmas games. We've got, some of these do have their PAL versions, because my fiance got these off Amazon, and sometimes on Amazon, I would assume it came from Amazon, it would have had to have. Sometimes on Amazon, the lowest price might be the PAL version, and they're not coming from overseas. It'll be a PAL version or whatever, and it will be like, that'll just be like the cheapest price or the only one available because the other ones are gone. And it doesn't matter, because finally, I mean, it's been like this for a bit. The systems are region free now, so it doesn't matter. The only thing you're getting different in the one game I'll show you is some of the words are spelled the way they're spelled over in England. But this is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. This is a remake. I would assume it's a straight-up remake. It kind of has to be, right? This is a PSP game, right? You played as Zack here in that PSP game. That was like a system showcase for the PSP. There's Cloud and Sephiroth. Like I said, I never played. I probably said it on this channel before. I never played the original. Back when it came out, I did not have an original PlayStation when it came out. I ended up getting the Nintendo 64 when that came out. So I don't have any experience. The only experience I ever had with Final Fantasy VII is playing it a few times when I'd get it at garage sales, and I would test it before I sold it. So I would play it. One time I put like 2 hours in, but I never got out of, like, that first. After, like, the first thing you do with avalanche. Is that what they're called, right? You blow up that first reactor. I get out of there, and that was really it. So I have no experience with it. And then I played the remake, loved it, Rebirth, amazing. I'm like, you know what? I like these characters and stuff. I want to kind of dig into more of the stuff. So I asked for this. I did already open it because, well, but the PS4 and these PS5 cases, sometimes the disc just pops out, even when it's sealed, and I can't stand to hear it freaking rattling around there. So I'm like, I'm just opening it immediately and been putting it back in its place. But I'm excited to play this game, all these games. I'm excited to play this one as well. It's a RoboCop Rogue City. This is one I was interested in for a little bit, even since I got the PS5 last year. I like RoboCop. This game reviewed fairly well. I was watching, I think it was on Jeff Gersman's channel. He was playing it. And I was like, yeah, this looks cool. And he was into it. And I was like, oh, nice. You know, and I was told in my other channel, I put a Christmas haul vid up. And they were saying that Peter Weller actually voices RoboCop. So that's really cool, actually. To get him in there to the original to do the voice is nice. But it looks cool. It looks like a cool first-person shooter and set in that universe, which I like the RoboCop. I mean, I really like the first RoboCop. The second one's pretty cool. I saw the third one at some point, but cannot remember. I know he flies and he has like a jetpack type thing or some shit in that one. I think that's a little more kiddish, I think. And then they made that one in like '09, which I did watch. I can't remember a lot of it. The remake. But the original is like a classic kind of sci-fi action satire movie. And the second one's actually cool. The second one's the one with Nuke, I think, right? Like the little kids, the fucking like main drug dealer, and that other robot that's like needs the nuke to like survive. I think kills him. But the first one's a classic, and this game looks cool. So if anybody of you played this game, let me know how you like it. I will get around to playing it, but I am playing this next one that I will show. I started playing about 3 hours into it, enjoying it quite a bit. Hogwarts Legacy. This is the other one that's Peggy 12, the PAL version. So the things are spelled like color is spelled, over there. I guess that's the proper way to spell it, right? That's the original kind of English. COLOUR, and some of the other words too, you'll notice. But everything else is exactly the same. This is a really cool game, honestly. Like, it's cool. The main thing I wanted to do in this game, and this is another one that's been on my radar for a bit, was explore Hogwarts. And I've gone to Hogwarts. Obviously, you don't start off there. You start off like in the beginning talking to this dude and stuff happens. Then you end up in Hogwarts. The story here is spoilers. It's not really spoilers. You find out 10 minutes into the game, pretty much. Like, your character, can something about ancient magic, but you can see this stuff that no one else can see, and then you can perform the ancient magic. But it's really cool. Hogwarts looks amazing. Like, there's a ton of stuff to do. There's side quests everywhere, little puzzle type things in Hogwarts. I've gone to Hogsmeade. There's stuff there. You're using Accio to bring in pages that are flying around. There's all little challenges and stuff. I did what spells do I have? I have Reparo, Accio, Lumos. I just got Incendio because I had to go into the restricted section of the library and get a book. And I have the cloaking. The guy taught me the cloaking spell, whatever that is. I forget the name of it. What was the other one? There's like one other one. Oh, Leviosa. So, and the combat's nice. Like, I did a couple duels and stuff, and it actually works well. You Protego to protect yourself and stuff, and you can grab random things in the environment with R1 and chuck them at enemies. I fought like a troll. I think the thing in this one is the goblins are up to something or some shit, and they're working with this other dude. But it's really cool. It looks nice. I was looking at the overall map, and I thought and I wouldn't have cared regardless, but I thought this game world was, it is not a huge open world, but I thought it was actually smaller than it looks. I was looking at the map, like, this is actually fairly sizable. I thought it was going to be like just Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, and maybe like one other area, but it looks like there's more than that. But it's well done, honestly. Like, I haven't done this, I'm only 3 hours in, but I'm enjoying it. And you can tell there's a ton to do, and as you get new spells and stuff, you're going to be able to do new shit. But, it's definitely cool. I've been enjoying it, what I played of it so far. And I want to play more of it. I might pick up another game soon. I'm going to have a gift card soon, so I don't know. I was looking at some other stuff that I might pick up, shave $10 off of it, like the second Star Ocean Second Story R, which is a remake, I think, of a PlayStation game. I think that franchise started on the Super Nintendo. There's another one too. I actually might get this game, Still Wakes the Deep. I think that's what's called. If anybody's played that, let me know. It looks cool. I think it's like $20. I could get it for like $10. But it looks like you're on an oil rig, and it's like weird. People are saying it's like partial like Lovecraft type stuff and like kind of other survival horror type game stuff. And it looks kind of cool. I like those kind of games. I heard it's not overly long, but if I get it for like $10, that's fine. If anyone's played that, I think it's called Still Wakes the Deep or something like that. Which I guess that would make sense. Oil rig, anything Cthulhu related would make sense. Lovecraft stuff if you're out in the ocean on oil rig. That one looks cool. There's some other games too I've been looking at. Not a ton coming out that I'm interested in the horizon, but there's still plenty of games that are out now, and I have games that I need to play, such as I just started this one with these, and I got a couple other PS5 games I have not messed too much with. I'm trying to think what I've completed on the PS5 real quickly before I end this. I don't know why I'm looking at the games I want to talk about. Siberia: The World of 4. I completed Silent Hill 2. I got to play Prince of Persia, actually, The Lost Crown. I got that one for like $15 a couple months ago and I haven't even opened it yet. I don't like, this is a problem I have with the Xbox One. I was picking up games for dirt cheap and then you just pile on. Some were gifted to me as well. All of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I can't play all these, I'm trying not to let that happen with the PS5. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth I completed. Dead Space Remake I completed. Silent Hill 2 I said. Siberia: The World of 4. Plague Tale Requiem. Assassin's Creed Mirage I played through. Jedi Survivor I did too. I don't know, I might be missing one. Ghostwire Tokyo I also completed. So I need to get in and complete some more games. But this one's going to probably hold my interest for a bit. But yeah, that's just the Christmas haul here of the game portion of it at least. And yeah, thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.